And play. Good morning, everybody. I need to switch the chairs around. Hold a second, because this one is... Yeah. Yeah. Yep, much better. This one was doing the hokey pokey or moving every time I move around. Yeah, it's annoying. Now I need to take my bag off the ground. My mother says it's not good to put a bag on the ground. You already don't have. And there goes everything on the ground. Anyways, good morning. Hope everybody's doing fine. Hey, Mr. Ray, you finally graced us with your presence in 2025. For a minute, I thought you were otherwise engaged. Your friend, Mr. Sheldon, appeared yesterday, and I asked about your well-being, and the response was not too forthcoming. Says you're doing things you're not supposed to be doing, and you're busy lapping leg in leg or whatever. But it's good to have you back, Mr. Ray. Happy New Year. Good morning, Shantae. Good morning, Rita. Morning, Jenilyn. Hey, Marianne. Good morning, Roderick. Lisa, good morning. Good morning. Jackie Douglas Adams. Jackie, I need to speak to you, but hold on. Somebody messaged me and told me to speak to you because they know you'll probably listen to me. Mr. Wells, good morning. Good morning, Christelle. Good morning, Luke. Good morning. How's everything? Good morning. Who else? Roxanne. Good morning, Michelle. Clarina. Good morning, Mr. Ray. I thought the host still in England. No, the host been here. This is week 2, so that means you have not been keeping up with the room. Morning, Crony. Morning, Debs. Good morning. Good morning, Terry. Bisexual sex. Look, take your time. My top is not velvet. It's velvet, but it's not thick. It's actually very thin. And with that AC that is always cold, trust me, it really, really works for this room. Morning, Christelle. Thank you. Keep that back high if we want more money. Morning, Valerie, Delroy, Wendy, Gabby. Good morning. Welcome back to the room. Selvon, don't put people in initials here. Hello. Listen, Selvon, go back where you come out, please. Because listen, hello. Go back from whence you came. I am like cockroach in front of fowl, and these people are custom picking me up for no reason. I like my life as it is for the last year. Beautiful, peaceful, only good vibes, positive energy. I ain't able in 2025, in the year of our Lord 2025. I thank you. Jenny, morning. Kizzy, good morning. Yeah, we need to. Eddie, big up yourself. And everybody else, come on in the room, guys. And of course, a special thank you to our friends at Nirvana Detox Center, Beacon Insurance, and the Western Union for powering up our show this morning. All right? And don't forget, health is important. So you guys, you need to check out Nirvana and get your colonic and other vitamins and a whole bunch of stuff at Nirvana. And I think this month they have some special. Let me see if I find it. I think they have some special for the month of January. Yeah, you see, after usually our parents back in the day used to make sure we get a good purge, a good washout and all them thing for the new year. So check out Nirvana and get yourselves sorted out. I saw it somewhere in my story yesterday. If I find it before I leave, I'll tell you. You get your colonic hydrotherapy, your colonic with neem, enema, and all those things to, after all, yamming all them old pork and old food for the holidays, purge out your system and make your organs feel light so you can function at its best. Yeah, some of all your heavy old food stick up in all your belly from since last year. Go get a purge and sort it all yourself. Anyways, Carrie morning. Like, well, you gotta have your phone on speed dial for 11 a.m. Not that topic today. That was yesterday. What are you talking about, Gabby? The topic today is about the lady husband being bisexual. I couldn't wait this morning. It's actually for today, but I'm like, yesterday, I couldn't wait for this morning. I'm like, let me jump start it and get y'all feedback before I get into the program today. And another thing, Gabby, if you're gonna call today, I'm gonna need you to change. I left that phone. So you need to use 404 instead of 405. The last digits are the same. So it's on WhatsApp. You can call me on that number as well. All right. Whereas in Limas, 404 instead of the 405. Gabby, did you hear me? 404 instead of 405. I forgot that phone, and I don't know. That's a problem when you have more than one. I picked up one. I swore I picked up both of them, only to get here, and that threw me off for the first couple minutes. And it's funny how my boss knows me. Like, I was here, and she knows how quickly I get flustered. Right? I don't know how she picked up the first 15 minutes. That time I was out looking for it. I sent Nazim to my vehicle to look for it, and then I'm like, you know what? I forgot I have my watch on my hand. Let me just check to see where it's at. And I went into the Find Me, and that's one of the things I like about Apple. I went into the Find Me and saw the location, so I know where it is. So I didn't carry it with me, so you can call me on the other one. But it's funny how people really know you sometimes, and you think you're slick and can get away with it, right? Anyway, so today's topic is a very, very serious one. And out of all the places the lady chose to come to the room, did I say good morning to my radio listeners? 95.1, 95.3, good morning. Also, good morning to those listening online, wherever you are, whatever part of the world you are, or you're viewing on Facebook or YouTube. Yeah? Thanks for being here. Chantel and Selvon, the two names start with S. Why today of all days the both of you decided to frequent my room? Like today of all days. I think I had golden apples. Somebody bought me some and I gave them away because I'm not a golden apple person per se. So if I get some again, I'll let you know. I gave them away. I got some yesterday, as a matter of fact, and I gave them away. Next time. Doobie morning. So yeah, those of you just joining and you probably have not seen the topic. Why you look a bit so this morning? Where are they there? Are they coming in the room quick now? Where is Lydia and others? This is a serious problem, and I know we kick and laugh a lot of the times, but this morning, this is actually serious because let me read the situation first, and then we'll discuss it, and discuss it. And I really love if you guys yeah, because I realize, the lady could have gone any place else, but she chose to come to our room to have this conversation. And since I posted it, I've had, let me see, I think about 3 or 4 people messaging me to say, like, this is their reality right now. And these are actually males opening up because they don't feel like they can talk to anybody the way, how our society is, and our tolerance level when it comes to people living a particular lifestyle, their sexuality, We are not very tolerant of it. And a lot of people don't live in their truth for that same reason. But let me just read this and then we'll take it from there. She says, I'm coming to your room to get some advice. I really don't know who to talk to about this. So, my husband of 5 years, we've been together for 7, came to me about a week ago just before the new year started and says he has a confession to make and he doesn't want to go into the new year with this on his chest. She said he looked scared and had to ask him several times, what's the matter? He then said it's something he has been feeling for quite some time, and that is an attraction for the same sex. Says at first she was confused and didn't fully understand until he said men. Because based on what you see, probably thinking, okay, another woman. But no, that by itself is one, but having to deal with your partner coming to you to disclose something of that nature. She then asked how and why. He says he doesn't know, but there is this particular male friend name withheld. She did give a name, but I put in the withheld there because I didn't have lawyer clothes or money. Anyway, she says, who funny enough is also married, and that he gets this strong sexual urge whenever he's around said person, said friend. And based on that feeling, he realized the friend feels the same way because they swapped spit. They kissed. But it didn't go any further than that. At least that's what he said. Anywho, she said he then went on to say that doesn't change how he feels about her. He's still attracted to her. But now she's in total shock and don't even know how to respond. Says she's completely shut down and have not uttered a word to him since then. I'm not sure how long that is, but has not said anything to him, and because she honestly does not know what to do. That one definitely hit me for 6 because we've had conversations, personal conversations on my Facebook page about this, and I understand the stigma associated with living, a homosexual lifestyle. But I always maintain I listen, I don't judge. It's not my place. It's not my place to tell a man or woman how to live, how not to live. It is not my place to judge anybody based on what they do. Because neither of us, none of us are squeaky clean. Everybody has to answer for their own choices, whatever they do in their own personal space. I cannot answer for your sins. You cannot answer for mine. We all have to stand up and answer our own charges. And that is why I continue to say people need to live in their truth. Because what you do not only affects you, but it affects the people around you, your personal relationships. Because I'm sure if she knew this, because you said quite some time, so it's not a yesterday, you ain't get up today and decide you have feelings for a man today. It's something that's been in you, but now I guess it's becoming unbearable, your feelings or what have you, so now it's a matter of speak up now. But I'm sure that if she knew beforehand, you guys probably wouldn't be married at this point in time. If she knew beforehand. I mean, whatever floats a man boat, floats a man boat. At the end of the day, people like what they like. And who knows, I've heard of situations where women are in relationships with men that they know are bisexual or, deal with the same sex. They are aware of it. And they still, go on to have whatever relationship fully aware. So at the end of the day, they can't cry wolf and, I didn't know and you knew. And I think it's unfair that people don't give people the chance or the choice to make decisions for themselves. Let me say, okay, you know what, John? Yeah, I could kick it with you still. Or nope, no can do. I'm not, no, that's not my cup of tea. I wish you well. Hope you find your person, and we go away rejoicing. But I think it's very selfish and disrespectful to know that you're a particular way and withhold it from your partner and then you throw it at them. How do you begin to deal with this? You got married, you're thinking of white picket fence, children, and didn't see she mentioned anything about children. So I'm guessing there isn't any, or I'm not sure. But the main point here is she doesn't know what to do. There's two ways about it, really. It's either you beat a hasty retreat or you continue with your marriage. Is really there is you actually have a choice here to stay or to leave. But how do you Adik, Adik. And that's not the only thing that's wrong about this picture. The person he has feelings for is another a male friend who is also married. So that means that wife probably is unaware as well. And according to him, they only kiss. That's what he says. So I guess we just have to go on what he says. It could be, it could be they actually did the do or whatever already. So you have two females involved in this whatever, unknowing before it happened that they're in this situation. Like, um, anybody has to call, you can call me on WhatsApp. Chantel, you have my number, but not 405, 404. Father God, let me take that call here. Hello, good morning.
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 Listen, first of all, we always talk about being there for men and people mental health XYZ. This is a serious mental health situation or mental health crisis that this man is facing. I have somebody very close to me in a similar situation. The person is in a relationship with a female. That individual, however, knows that he's attracted to men. So he's attracted to both men and women. Got himself into a relationship with a lady, never mentioned to the lady that he's attracted to men. And now that the relationship is going on for what, 2 years? Trying to find all kind of means and ways now of telling her, but still cannot bring himself to tell her and to bring that courage. A lot of people, because of family and because of us as a society and how we don't like to mind our business and stigmatize people, a lot of people, A, they lie, B, they hide, and a lot of the times they brush these things on the side because they don't want to deal with it. A lot of men don't want to admit that they're gay. So sometimes for years, they're pushing the feelings aside because they're telling themselves that it's wrong, that they shouldn't feel this way, XYZ, but they can't control it. And so over time, they get frustrated. It's a mental health crisis for them. And it's a very hard situation to be in because it's like you trying to be somebody that you're not. You're trying to fit into a mold that you're not. You're trying to please your friends and family. You also don't want to be a liar, but you have to lie. And there's like no middle ground for this person. To me, this situation needs a lot of empathy because at least he was courageous enough to come out and let her know what the situation is before she find out I'm on honey now.
Boy,
At
hard,
least it was just a kiss. Because next thing she come home and find a man on top of him or he below or however it is go. That would have been worse. So we have to give the man credit.
Yo, that
for
rough,
at least
Listen, if you take, listen, if you feel that easy to take your man hand in you
no,
without man, Jen.
ambulance come and pick me up, you know. Ambulance has to come and pick me up.
No, this
But
is.
we have to give the man some credit for coming out. But we also, as a society, have to encourage people to live in their truth no matter what that truth is. we sometimes do so much. And especially men. Men, sometimes y'all do so much to other men that y'all box them in and they feel trapped. So now they're living double life. Man having sex with man, they coming back and have sex with, and a lot of women living through that, where they're in a relationship publicly with a man, and then the man privately in a relationship with other men. And
Mm-hmm.
that is how diseases that spread, and that is where problems does occur. Because as a society, we feel like if we have to box people into this corner and make them feel wrong for whatever it is that
Mm-hmm.
they're doing, at the end of the day, my opinion on people's sexuality is just that, my opinion.
Opinion. Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, they choose to live their life however they see it fit and comfortable. But
Mm-hmm.
we, as a society in Grenada, we create an environment where people
They
are
have to live
ashamed.
life. Yep, they have to live their a lie.
They, yeah, they have to hide, and so they go about living that lie for years, and sometimes some people end up taking their lives over stuff like that because they just cannot deal with it anymore. So to me, as the lady who call it Miss, you and your husband need some serious counseling. You also need to take into consideration if you can or cannot live with that knowledge. If you could live with the knowledge, you're going to have to continue
Mm-hmm.
knowing that XYZ is the case, your husband feel a certain way. If you can't, better to walk away. And
Mm-hmm.
he said he's still attracted to
To
her.
her.
So it does sound like if he's gay, he's a bisexual man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then again, you have to ask yourself the question, if you are a bisexual man who's never had sex with a man, is the urge to go that direction going to overtake you
Mm-hmm.
eventually,
Mm-hmm.
where you cannot be faithful in your marriage and you're going to step out because you need to know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the important question right here. That's the important thing about this whole situation. Would when you control that urge, or is it something that will eventually find some way to see what it's like or what it's about?
Yeah, so that's why I say they need a professional, because a professional will be able to talk to this man and find out if this is something
Mm-hmm.
you're able to control, or is this something that you feel you need to explore. Maybe they need to take some time apart as a couple and let him go he way, if she could allow that, and let him explore his sexuality and come back if she could deal with that. If you cannot deal with that, just let the man go and let him figure out his life. But in a lot of instances, they go, they find out that they like it, and they still coming back to women doing it
To try
now
to
on the
cover up,
DL.
just to cover
And
up.
exactly. So I think it's a wider conversation that we need to have more of as a society, in terms of allowing people to be themselves however they choose to be themselves.
Got you. Very well said. Thanks so much.
Thank you,
All
darling.
right, have a good one. Well, well, well said there. And listen, some of y'all in these comments, y'all. Listen, okay. Yeah, so hold on. This was first of all, someone says on the WhatsApp, ain't have no attracted to man and woman. Once a man attracted to a man, he's gone. He need a factory reset and God. So how does being bisexual work though? Because there are men who are in relationships with women, and if you really, 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 because for 7 years they've been together, married for 5, and she didn't pick up on anything. Good morning.
Good morning to the room.
How are you?
I'm doing theater far with a few scattered towels, but I'll be okay. Good morning. Good morning to the room.
Good morning.
I just couldn't wait to get on this conversation this morning because, of course, I am a very open member of the LGBTQIA family, and I just think that this is a topic that I really needed to touch base on this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So, most of the stuff was that Gabby on the line just now?
Yes.
Okay, most of the stuff that Gabby said is absolutely correct, but I just have to point out just a few things because someone who is living a certain lifestyle, I do not see it as a mental disorder. I really do not. Because if it's a mental disorder, then we should be getting disability checks. And that's just how I feel,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's not a mental disorder, it's just a lifestyle. And there is no book in the world that taught our parents, and I'm not just talking about Grenada, but in the entire Caribbean, on how to live life as a gay person or someone who has the urge or feelings to go with men.
Mm-hmm.
The big question that you just asked is, can that urge be controlled? It cannot.
Mm.
When that thing scratch you, you cannot walk away from that itch. You are going to find it some way or the other, because these are the men that is very easy to break. And with me being a very open man who have been with multiple bisexual men and these type of people, so I know what it is, because it would just come a day they would have the urge, and because they already have the urge, at some point they are going to get themselves in a situation where they are going to go forward with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then some gay people like myself, I'm not going to exclude myself,
Mm-hmm.
because we have that feeling, because they say we have a radar, we could pick it up.
Mm-hmm. You can know
Yeah,
know
yeah,
who's
we have a little antenna.
mm-hmm.
Some of us would push ourselves just to say, okay, yes, it really is, because I have done it multiple times. But then the main issue stands at the moment. What would she do?
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing she can do. There is no amount of counseling, there is no amount of therapy that can help the young man and his urges. Because when I clearly remember when I first started like showing my true side, they did a lot of things to see if they could help me. They even had a novena at the Catholic Church, and look at me today.
They brought you for prayers?
Big novena. They fast and pray for 7 days, right in the cathedral.
And that did not
You know,
work.
so it's not something that can be fixed physically. It's something that the individual. It's up to him. Can he control it or can he not? But let's just face the reality.
Mm-hmm.
He won't be able to control it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sorry. And the thing about it is, Grenada does not give people the Caribbean, sorry, does not give people the freedom to act the way they want to act and live a life
So that is why it's
without
hard
being
to live your
secreted.
truth. It's hard to live your truth when you live in a
Right,
society that is as closed-minded
right.
and not open to
Mm-hmm.
the laws even prohibits, same-sex relationships, etc. So what you find is people are hiding to do these things, out of fear of what John Public will say or may not say, and in so doing,
Correct.
they would go all out to prove, hey, I am not that person. But behind closed doors, you are that person.
Right. But then let's also face the facts, because 95% sure that I am. If that said individual was to come to America right now on vacation, or go to Canada right now on vacation, or go to England right now on vacation, where it's open, where you see them every day, guaranteed that's going to be the end of it, because they are going to feel comfortable to to live that side of them that they've been wanting to experience.
Mm-hmm. Got you. So I guess the ball is definitely in his court now. He has to be the one to decide, if he can do this or not.
Yeah,
And like you said, there's
it's
absolutely
all up
nothing
to
she
him.
can do. She can't fix him.
Yep, that is exactly what it is. So like I said earlier, it's not a mental issue. It's not a mental disorder. It's just it's a fear. That's how I see it, as a fear.
Mm-hmm.
And it all depends also, I don't want to stay too long on the live.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on what their their family background and their community in which they come from also, because our community and the family we come from could have a big part to play in us living a very secretive life and being scared to
Mm-hmm.
say how we really feel.
Got you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you calling. Appreciate your contribution as always.
Thank you
Have a
so
good
much,
one.
darling.
All
Have
right.
a
Bye bye.
wonderful day.
You too. I'm happy that we can have an open discussion on it. And like I said, some of you are sometimes quick to jump up with this, oh, not forcing anything on anybody. It's not my place to tell anybody what to accept, what not, and what not to accept. That is totally on you. Yeah, we're just having a conversation based on the story, based on the message that was sent in, and understanding that this isn't as small as it is actually a big issue that we sometimes you probably not you're not aware of, but it is bigger than a lot of us think. Because like I said, the amount of people that has reached out to me, and when I clicked on, I saw the, and I'm like, oh wow, I honestly thought this person was, but finding out now they're not. And for the same reason, they fear society and what people will say. So they're living these double lives, double lifestyle to prove that they're not. Hey, Calon Morning. He says the conservative nature of Grenadian and Caribbean society is such that people are afraid to live in their truth. They are fearful of the rejection, social isolation, and prejudice that will come as a result of being openly bisexual or gay. Those who are open are prepared to face those consequences. The larger issue here is also that as a society, some only like to quote Bible when it comes to homosexuality and nothing else. Somebody wants to send. You can send it on the 4409595. That's our WhatsApp number. You can send your message there, 440, sorry, 4409595. And you can also call that same number if you'd like to add your voice to the conversation. Another person, hey, Chris Morning, says, this is no laughing matter. Bisexuality is real. This man was very brave to tell her, as most don't, and continue living their truth dishonestly. Society forces these men to continue living their truth dishonestly. Being bisexual is not a mental health issue, but dealing with having to hide and being dishonest to live your truth could lead to mental issues. And I think that's the point Gabby was making, in that not that the person isn't mentally ill, but that it can lead to mental illness, holding on for something for so long and not being able to live it, but every day you have to process this, think about it, feel about this, and you're not able to live the way you'd like to live as a result of society and what have you. That can bring on mental illness, yeah, because that is not something you can take lightly. It's not. Homophobic slur that is being said here. That's why people can't live the truth. They're afraid of these slurs, and that's what you hear a lot of the time. Someone says, hold on, let me play this one. Hold on, let me play this. There's a couple voice notes coming in. Let me try it. The phone.
Other guys sounding that kind of way, so
What do you mean sound in a kind of way? Hold on. Let me listen to this first before you go on seating. You ain't supposed to stay on Viber Radio. I ain't have lawyer clothes, like I said.
this is an abomination, so we're not about factory reset for this kind of lifestyle. So they have to figure it out. They have to talk to God and really make a change for true. But you don't have no factory reset for things like that. It's an abomination.
The Bible says a lot of things, eh?
Tell that person I said who's speaking there.
No. All right. I'm not going to play more because it sounds as though we're going down a confusion road. And like I said, we're not about that. We're about having open and honest discourse, respecting other people's opinion and views, Nobody has to feel the same way or think the same way or believe the same things. We are all free to have different opinions and, support or not support whatever we wish to. But I do not disrespect people on that merit. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Aruna.
Hi, morning.
Listen, me, and you know me, I just be straight up, I just be plain.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of, I'm reading some comments, and there's a lot of closet people, a lot of men in Grenada are not secure in their own sexuality. They don't know who they are. So that's why they have problems with those issues. I know who I am. I know what I like. So nobody can make me do what I want.
Because people seem to think that if you align yourself with people who are gay or homosexual, that means you want as well. And that for me is one of the most ludicrous things I've ever heard in my entire life.
I don't know, you know much people that tell me a gay, you know much people that tell me woman what she doing with a gay man?
Oh,
because I have gay friends. I have gay friends. I have lesbian friends. I have bisexual friends. They know me, I know them. I respect them, they respect me, and that is why we are friends. But a lot of people who do it behind closed doors, they are the ones that most times you see coming out and bashing and saying things. I can remember sometime last year, a so-called radio DJ was bashing gays on the radio station.
Mm-hmm.
And a friend of mine called me, ask him where he get the money to buy the van he drives in. You understand? Listen to me, let everybody live their life. Let God be the judge. You do you, I do me. At the end of the day, we stand in front of the master.
Everybody have to answer for themselves.
I would not discriminate or disrespect anybody for their lifestyle. Because you know what? There's a lot of worse thing going on than gay, you know. When the pastor on the pulpit preaching about sin and going to hell, but after church, he and the sister doing some kind of hiding, doing the dog. When the banker they in front and the thing, and then here they end up in court for fraud and forgery and embezzlement and all kind of things. Why? You have lesbians, you have women, and you have men who pay money to sit down and watch women and women have intercourse. But they have a problem with man. I have a problem with nobody. You live your life, I live my life. You don't cross my boundary, I don't cross. We respect each other. I treat you as a human being because that's who you are. Your choices is yours. At the end of the day, as I said, we stand in front of the master. The Bible itself says, him without sin cast the first stone. So I don't know why we have this.
We just got video to use this Bible because they're talking about abomination and Sodom and Gomorrah, but the Bible speaks a whole lot about other sins that we commit on a daily basis.
There's only pick out what they want to pick out in the Bible.
We can be selective.
Yeah,
sin is sin.
Understand.
Call it by its name.
Yeah, you have to be real. Don't pick out what you want because it suits you. Talk about the Bible talking about all liars have the part in hell, and never see the Bible talk about a gay person going in hell. Because a gay person could repent. But I hear but it's written in the Bible, all liars have a part in hell. But all of us are lying. So that means all of us have a part in hell if we don't repent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You understand? You also talk about as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. Do your history.
Mm-hmm.
This is not new.
Mm-hmm.
So then we need to stop this bipolar one-sided. When it suits me, I bash you. And then when I need your assistance, after 11, 12 in the night, I hide in the corner and come in and call you and meet you in some kind of bush. And we need to stop this stupidness, man. We just want for that.
Got you. Thanks, bro. All right, have a good one. And someone made the point, and I subscribe to that. Once you're secure with who you are, nothing another man, woman, rat, bat, whatever does will ever phase you. You're strong in your sexuality, so you should not be feeling uncomfortable or feeling a type of way about somebody else's lifestyle. Passing next to somebody who is gay or dealing with somebody in some sort of formal setting, business, professional, whatever, well, it's not the cold, it's not COVID, it's not we breathe the same air and you catch it. You don't catch it. It's not something that you stand next to because you don't know. It could be within your homes and you don't know because people are good at hiding and masking. Because imagine being in a relationship for 7 years, married for 5, and just finding out that your partner is attracted to the same sex. That means people could be doing, and if he did not come to her and say, listen, this is what I'm feeling, this is what's going on, he could be living a whole different life apart from his relationship with her. And she would be none the wiser. Because as much as he said that he himself and the gentleman, the friend, just kissed whatever, is that something you just wake up in the morning and you start feeling away? I want to believe his, because he did say it, apparently that went over her head. He said, for quite some time, hold on, let me go back on the message. He said it's something he has been feeling for quite some time. So that's not no yesterday he and he partner started lying and he feeling that just get up one morning, and it's been there. But now, like, the caller previously said, the urge is what's something that he probably can't control anymore. And now is the time he decided to speak up. But he has been feeling that way for a long time. And I'm sure there are others who do the same and feel the same. But again, based on the society we live in, it's hard for them to live their truth. So you toss a woman in the picture for appearance's sake, and you pretend that that's what you are and who you are, when the truth of the matter is it's not. And it's sad that we have to, in this day and age, have this conversation. Let me see if I can play this last one before we go. I was about to wrap up, but hold on.
You can summarize it. As a man, you know me, and I have a whole bunch of. This is not for air, but you can.
Oh, I'm not for air, but I can summarize. All right. So I'll listen and I'll rebut on it probably tomorrow, God's will. But at the end of the day, like I said, you, Miss Lady, it's not something you could pretend didn't happen or he didn't say. It's out there. He said it. Now you have to deal with it. And it's a matter of you staying or you leaving. That decision is one that only you can make. You did not enter into the relationship or marriage knowing this. You found this out after the fact. So it's not a case of you had a choice and you decided, you know what, I'm still going to do this. I'm still going to be this way. I'm still going to deal with this person. You found out after the fact. So anything you do from here on out, he cannot feel any type of way if you choose to leave. So that is something you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have the conversation, as hard as it might be, because you can't continue to just ignore him and hope it goes away. Pretend he didn't say it so everything will go back to normal. There's no going back to normal. There's no going back. It's forward march from here on out. And what you decide to do is totally on you. Yeah? You can't sit back and pretend it didn't happen. You can't. You just can't. It's not good for you. It's not good for your relationship. And it's not good for the gentleman. He would need to live his life the way he chooses to. And you would have to move on or whatever. Let me take this one.
Yeah, morning time. Sorry about that. My take on the scenario, particularly with the husband and the wife, is that when we get married, it's no longer about us. We have to make the sacrifices because we make a commitment. You understand? So he
has to check himself. You understand? And figure out it's not about you can't be on both sides and your wife is not into that. You understand? So on that note, he had to sort out himself. It's either he leave the relationship or he makes the sacrifice and keep his feelings to himself, bottled inside. Might be hard, but you made a commitment in a marriage to someone. On the whole issue of sin, sin is sin, right? But my thing is, judgment is not for us to judge, to put down on any human being. The Bible also speaks of it. Man cannot judge man. And that is where the problem comes in. If a man is homosexual, it's not my place or your place to say he's going to hell or he's going to heaven or he's going left, right, or center. That is not for us to do. Because nobody knows his life. Nobody knows what struggles he's going through, what demons he's facing. And that is the thing about it. We need to stop judge people. Worry about our own life. Thank you.
Thank you. No, that's a wonderful way to end this morning. And to said, Miss Lady, I wish you the best. Hope you make the best decision for you. And can't ignore it and hope it'll go away. You have to confront it head on. All right? So wish you guys the best. And let's continue to have the conversation. Really enjoyed it today. Maturity and, of course, being respectful that we are on air and not going out of bounds. So thank you so much, everyone, for checking in. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the final one for the week. Till then, stay powered up.